G'day guys, Steve from Darche here. Today I'd like to take you through the setup and pack down instructions for the Darche freestanding LED 270-degree awning. Your awning does come with a full set of instructions. These can also be downloaded online from darche.com.au, and all the components you need, your bolts, pegs, poles, guy ropes, everything's all included. The mounting bracket is an adjustable bracket, and in this particular case this is the extended version. This is an optional accessory. This allows you to change the backing plate that goes to the awning and have it at different heights and different setups to suit your particular vehicle. You've also got lots of adjustability through the base here, so you can have it in, out, whatever you need. Okay, let's run through the individual steps of setting up your 270 freestanding Darche awning. Before you start, make sure you've parked your car on flat level ground. First step, grab the zip, run it all the way to the end. Once you've got to that point, flick the cover back over itself and just let it rest there. Release the hook and loop straps that's holding the canvas up and just let the canvas drop. Swing out the rear arms to about 90 degrees, and then you can grab the front arms and move those all the way into position. Grab one of the cam buckle straps, hook that onto the front of your awning and find a secure place to locate that off tip. Just somewhere where you can get a nice firm setup on your canvas. Then go and grab the rear arms and walk those around the back of the vehicle until they're fully stretched out, and using the second cam buckle strap, attach that to the awning and pull that nice and tight off something equally solid. If you're going to use the 270 awning in freestanding mode, you're now fully set up. Just keep an eye on the wind and make sure that if it gets up at all, you put your poles down and secure them with guy ropes and pegs. We've decided that wind's picked up. It's going to exceed the rated 25 to 30k an hour rating that is acceptable for freestanding use. So we're going to put the poles down and we're going to put out the guy ropes and pegs and secure it nice and tight. The poles are attached to the rafter arms using these hook and loop tabs. Simply untwist the leg, allow it to drop all the way to the ground. The guy rope is attached to the canvas awning. You'll notice a black webbing loop sewn into the top of it. Simply tie the guy rope off to that black tab, put the peg through it, make it nice and tight. All we're doing is stopping the awning from lifting. Now you've got all your guy ropes down and nice and secure. It's probably getting towards the end of the day and you want to operate the lights. The light cable is stored in the small bag at the bottom of the awning itself. Plug the 3 short cables into the rafter arms that are all together and take the longer cable back up towards the front of the car and plug it into the lighted rafter arm. The USB socket at the far end can plug into a power bank, into your car, any USB power source. Once the lights are all plugged in and you've found a source of power, you can simply turn them on and off using the toggle switch in the wiring. The centre switch will turn the unit on, and then the plus and minus buttons will scroll through the brightness. And then if you want to change colour, you simply push the power button again. There's a number of settings there. White, combination of white-orange and a straight orange light, and it's all dimmable as well. When you want to use the walls, make sure you've got the poles in place. They have to be set up properly, down and secured, but they don't have to have the guy ropes out because the walls will act as guy ropes. You've got 3 walls. Wall 1 does the first 2 sections, wall 2 does the middle 2 sections, and wall 3 is the little end section there, and they simply zip on. Find the tag on your awning, it says W1 for example, and grab wall 1 and you can simply join the 2 together. And make sure that your walls are pegged out because they will now become the structure safety net for your awning. Unfortunately, your trip's come to an end and it's time to pack down your 270 awning. It's ideal to pack canvas up when it's dry, but if you have to pack it up when it's wet, by all means do so for short periods of time. That won't harm the canvas, but make sure at your earliest opportunity you open up the awning until it dries out completely. For pack down, it's simply a reverse process, starting with the lights. Pull the wires out of the rafter arms that lives back in its little bag. From there, loosen the cam buckle straps and allow the arms to run free wherever they happen to fall. Grab the arms, move those back in so that they're pushing up against the backing plate. Pull the canvas down so that you've got no bunched up canvas in there. Start rolling your canvas up. Nice and tight. You want to keep that as compact as possible Grab the 3 hook and loop straps that hold the canvas in place and secure those. Then you can zip your transit cover up and you're good to go. Okay, that's it. So as easy as that. You're good to go. Go hit the tracks, go have some fun, and hopefully we'll see you out there in the bush someday. Cheers guys, appreciate your time.